The year is 479 BC. Picture, if you will, the shores of Mycale. The Aegean laps at the beach, its rhythm the only sound louder than the beating hearts of the Greek warriors crammed aboard their ships. They had come to fight for their very existence, to break free from the shadow of the Persian Empire. These men were veterans of Marathon. They knew what it meant to face the seemingly endless ranks of the Persians, and they were about to do it again. Their triremes, sleek and deadly, cut through the water. They carried not just warriors, but the hopes of a free Greece. As the ships ground against the sand, the Greeks didn't hesitate. They surged ashore, a wave of bronze and fury crashing against the Persian defenses. This was no mere landing, this was an earthquake, the tremors of which would shake the foundations of the mightiest empire the world had ever known. This was Mycale. This was where the tide turned. This was where Persia learned that Greece would never be theirs. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories. Mycale wasn't some isolated brawl. No, this clash was another bloody chapter in a generations-long struggle. The Greco-Persian Wars, a clash of civilizations, of radically different ways of life. For the Greeks, it was a fight for survival, for the right to their own destiny. For the Persians, it was about adding another jewel to an already glittering imperial crown. The names of these battles still echo through history. Marathon, where Athenian grit broke the back of the first Persian invasion. Thermopylae, where Spartan courage became legend even in defeat. Salamis, the naval clash that saved Greece and crippled Persia's ambitions. And Plataea, where the combined might of the Greek city-states finally shattered the Persian army on land. Mycale was the final act in this epic drama, the decisive blow that ensured Greek freedom and ushered in a new age. To understand Mycale, you have to understand Ionia. This wasn't just about some patch of land, this was personal. The Ionians, those Greeks living under the Persian yoke, were vital to the empire. Their shipwrights, their sailors, their very prosperity all fueled the Persian war machine, but the Ionians yearned for something more. They dreamt of freedom, of rejoining their Greek brethren and throwing off the chains of tyranny. Revolt had flickered in Ionia before, a testament to their enduring spirit, but Mycale was different. This time, the flames of rebellion were fanned by the winds of Greek victory, the scent of Persian blood in the water. It was intoxicating, and it awakened something primal in the Ionian soul. Gap 3 leaders of the Hellenic charge. On the Greek side, names still spoken of with reverence commanded. Leotychidas, the Spartan king, his very name synonymous with discipline and martial prowess. He knew the stakes. He understood that this was about more than just crushing the Persian fleet. This was about crushing the Persian spirit. And then there was Xanthippus, the Athenian general. He had stared across the water at Salamis and seen what happened when Greek ingenuity met Persian arrogance. He knew that the key to victory lay in exploiting the enemy's weaknesses, in turning their strengths against them. The Persian response. Lines drawn in the sand. The Persians, for their part, were not about to go down without a fight. They had dragged themselves from the far corners of their empire, from sun-baked deserts and windswept plains, to fight for their king. Their generals, Tigranes and Mardantes, they knew the stakes. They understood that defeat here would not just be a military setback. It would be a humiliation, a stain on the honor of their empire. They had chosen their ground carefully. Mycale, with its sloping beaches and fortified heights, seemed like the ideal place to break the Greek assault. Their ships, beached and protected by a makeshift rampart of timber and earth, formed a floating fortress. And behind those defenses, tens of thousands of Persian warriors waited, eager to taste Greek blood. The stage was set, the actors were in place, the fate of Greece and perhaps the world hung in the balance. The Battle of Mycale was about to begin. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories.